It's Cindy here. Happy Friday. All right, if you've been following along, we're doing the saga of the books. Look, some books came from there and they've made it to the bookshelf because I know you guys were waiting to see how many days it will take Cindy. I also turned my camera around so when I point, I will be pointing in the right direction. So I'm going to let you know that's going to save a bunch of time for you because you're like, Cindy, no, it's over there. No, it's over there. Look, I raised this hand. It's over here now. I raised this hand. It's over here. There you go. The world is a better place now. I'm just letting you know the little things. All right. Remember, you can chat with me by just interacting on the screen with me, and I can put you up on the screen with all your comments. And here's our title for today: How do you overcome taboos? But first things first, if you're watching on social media, leave me a comment so I know you're there. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and like me, hit the subscribe button, push the share button, type in my name, and share it in your social media for somebody else that needs to hear this message. And every week I give a prize away. Raise your hand. We love prizes. And that means I know you love a prize too. Look, I felt like the Uncle Sam commercial there for a minute. We want you. All right. How do you overcome taboos? Well, first I'm going to define a taboo, just in case you don't know what a taboo is, because I just did a little scroll down the rabbit trail and I was like, oh my gosh, taboos are even more taboo than I thought they were. But I'm talking about main social taboos that people are afraid to talk about. So I'll give you 3 examples real quick. Religion, money, sex. They're all taboos that people don't want to talk about. They get all weird. Like, we don't talk about money. You know what we taught our kids? They don't know anything about money. They don't know anything about sex, and they don't know anything about religion or politics. So there's our 4 very taboo things. I was talking to a mom last night, and I was like, this is how I explain to things about my kids. I'm open and honest for whatever is age appropriate for whatever age she's at. And she's like, I do the same thing. And I was like, hallelujah, thank you. Because each generation, for the most part, tries to make it a little better. They take what was bad about their generation and try to make it better. But what I see in the world is we still have a stronghold of all these taboos. I can't possibly talk about that because I get uncomfortable. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. Get over it. Get over being uncomfortable. If you're not going to be uncomfortable for your kid, who else is going to be uncomfortable for your kid? They're going to be in uncomfortable situations. So you got to get over it. You are in your own way for that one because like I've chose, like I watch my husband as I open my mouth and have these conversations with things. He's like, oh, I was like, well, you're still embarrassed about it. It shouldn't be embarrassed. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Like for one of the things about taboos, don't talk about politics. Ellie has went to vote with me every single election since she was born. And of course, when she was in my stomach, she was there voting too. I explained the process. We go through the things so she can be 18 years old and know how to go to vote. She gets to make her own decisions about what's going on, but she knows the act of voting. I was like, you're going to go and teach somebody else that's there voting for the first time because they're like, I don't know how to do this. I've never even seen this. It's a foreign object to me. And it isn't. It just has to be normalized. So here, my name is Cindy. I'm here to normalize all the taboos in the world. I'm here to talk about all the things that make you all uncomfortable. You squirm around in your seat. You don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do it. Because you know what our mentality is? If I don't talk about it, it won't happen. And you know what? That's wrong. If you don't talk about it, it still will happen. It's like you wanting your little kid to stay little. You can want them to stay little as long as they want, but guess what? They're going to turn 1, they're going to turn 2, they're going to turn 3, and then one day they're going to be 8. Then the next day they're going to be 18, and the next day they're going to be 28. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. So, we're going to talk about it. And if you've been on the fence about, I really like to talk about this with my kids, yeah, well, great. My name is Cindy, and I'm here to help you. Nobody helped me do this. I just decided one day that I was going to do things differently. The joke I always say is I'm going to put my kid on the public school bus and she's going to go around telling people the truth. Because you're going to learn it on the school bus. but it's all lies in the school bus. It's somebody's heard something to heard something to heard something, and it's all a lie that they're going to root in themselves that that was the truth. Remember when I was in first grade and I heard this on the bus, and this is must be what it is. No, they're all false because somebody's parent wasn't comfortable enough to tell them the truth. So we're going to do a whole series of these things because we have to normalize things. We have to normalize. When I talked to this mom, I was like, you're a breath of fresh air. You're thinking like me and doing like me, and our children are going to change the world because they're not have to worry about being uncomfortable and scared about awkward things that you have to talk about. This is also going to be real helpful when you talk to your aging parents when all of a sudden they were your mom and dad and then you become the mother or father to them. Because there's going to be a lot of awkward and taboo kind of conversations that you get to have with them. And you're going to be prepared because I am here to be your guide. I have a great resource for everybody. It's the Moms in the Middle group. It's other moms that are going to go through all of this. I'm here as your guide to walk you through it. I've been there. I've been through the fire. I'm going to take your hand. I'm going to drag you right out of the fire. So you don't have to be alone. I'm the Cindy that Cindy needed at the beginning of her journey. So I get to be your Cindy. So welcome on your journey. It's going to be fun. I guarantee it's going to go up and down. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. It's going to be everything at the fair and amusement park all rolled up in one because that's the life that you get to live. So I love you all. I'll see you in my group. The link is in the description of this video, and I'll see you all there. Have a great weekend, and remember, I love you guys. Bye.